Welcome to all. In this video, we are going to discuss about open system interconnection. There are 7 layers in open system interconnection. First one physical layer, second one data link layer, third one network layer, fourth one transport layer, fifth one session layer, sixth one presentation layer, and the last one is application layer. OSI stands for Open System Interconnection. It is a 7-layer architecture and each layer has some functions to perform. All the 7 layers work collaboratively to transmit the data from one node to another node or one person to another person across the globe. Physical layer, the lowest layer of the OSI reference model is the physical layer. It is responsible for the actual physical connection between the devices. The physical layer converts a stream of bits into electrical signals. The physical layer contains information in the form of bits. It is also responsible for transmitting individual bits from one node to another node. The functions of the physical layer are line configuration, data transmission, topology, and signals. First one, line configuration. It defines the way how two or more devices can be connected physically. Second one, data transmission. It defines the transmission mode, whether it is simplex, off duplex, or full duplex mode between the two devices on the network. Third one, topology. It defines the way how network devices are connected. Last one, signals. It determines the type of the signal that is used for transmitting the information. Next layer is a data link layer. The data link layer is responsible for the node to node delivery of the message. The data link layer is divided into two sub layers. First one is a logical link control or LLC. Second one is media access control or MAC. When a packet arrives in a network, it is the responsibility of the data link layer to transmit it to the host using its MAC address. The packet received from network layer is further divided into frames depending on the frame size of network interface card. A data link layer also encapsulates sender and receiver's MAC address in the header. The functions of the data link layer are framing, physical addressing, error control, flow control, and access control. First one, framing. The data link layer translates the physical raw bit stream into packets known as frames. Physical addressing. The data link layer adds a header to the frame that contains a destination address. Error control. Error control is achieved by adding an extra bit to the original data. Next one, flow control. Flow control is the main functionality of the data link layer. It is the technique through which the constant data rate is maintained on both the sides so that no data get corrupted. Then last one is access control. When two or more devices are connected to the same communication channel, then the data link layer protocols are used to determine which device has control over the link at a given time. Next layer is network layer. Network layer works for the transmission of data from one host to the other located in different networks. It also takes care of packet routing. The sender and the receiver's IP address are placed in the header by the network layer. The functions of the network layer are routing, logical addressing, packetizing, inter-networking. Routing. First one is routing. Routing is the major component of the network layer and it determines the best optimal path out of the multiple paths from source to destination. Second one, logical addressing. A network layer adds the source and destination address to the header of the frame. Addressing is used to identify the device on the network. Third one, packetizing. A network layer receives the packet from the upper layer and converts them into packets. This process is known as packetizing. It is achieved by Internet protocol. Then last one is internetworking. And internetworking is the main responsibility of the network layer. It provides a logical connection between different devices. Next layer is transport layer. The transport layer provides services to application layer and takes services from network layer. The data in the transport layer is referred to as segments. So it is also responsible for the end-to-end delivery of the complete message. The functions of the transport layer are service point addressing, segmentation and reassembly, connection control, flow control and error control. So first one, service point addressing. Computers run several programs simultaneously. Due to this reason, the transmission of data from source to destination not only from one computer to another computer but also from one process to another process. Second one, segmentation and reassembly. When the transport layer receives the message from the upper layer, it divides the message into multiple segments and each segment is assigned with the sequence number that uniquely identifies each segment. Next one, connection control. The transport layer provides two types of services. One is a connection oriented protocol and the second one is a connectionless protocol. Then last one, error control. The transport layer is also responsible for error control. Here the error control is performed end to end rather than across a single link. The services provided by the transport layer are connection oriented service and connectionless service. First one, connection oriented service. First, the connection is established between two devices, that is from source to destination we establish a connection. So after establishing the connection, the data is transferred from one node to another node or from source to destination. So after transferring the data or information, the connection is terminated. Then second one is the connectionless service. In this type of transmission, the receiver does not acknowledge receipt of packets. Thank you.